It doesn't even get hot when you video call and charge. Bro, what? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Am I fanboying over this right now? I don't know. Probably. So yeah, the Galaxy Z Flip 4 is 100% the best phone Samsung has ever made, and hear me out, because I know someone's going to be like, but it's not. Shh. The last time I liked a phone this much was when the Galaxy S10 Plus came out. As you guys know, maybe you know me from back then, but that was the first phone that actually made me switch over to Android after using iPhone for 10 years. This phone kind of makes me feel that same way. For example, if I was still using Apple to this day and I never switched to the S10 Plus, this would be the phone that would make me switch in 2022. If you guys are looking to buy your first folding phone, man, listen, I really think this is it. I really do, and oh dude, it's great. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Since I got the phone with the pre-order, I did get the Samsung official cases for the Flip, which they look really good. I mean, they're really comfortable. They're not slippery. Very good cases, but I actually been rocking the phone naked with no case whatsoever, which is kind of weird because I thought having a folding phone, I need to put a case on it because I'm just scared because what if I drop it? What if something happens? What if I hit the hinge somehow but I don't get that. I don't get that type of scared feeling when using this phone. Even when opening it one-handed, which you kind of need to jam your thumb into the display and then flip it out like this while running your fingernail through the display. I don't have that feeling that it's gonna like scratch or anything. In fact, I even take my shirt when I want to clean it. I even take my shirt and just rub it on the screen, no problem, and I always check the screen and there's no scratches, nothing. But for me, it's the first phone that not only is fragile, but it's also the first phone that I kind of not baby around as much as other phones. Because if you think about it, if I drop the phone like this when it's closed, the chances of the inside display cracking are honestly, I mean, you would really have to drop it. You would practically have to throw it on the ground for the pressure to be so high to crack the display. So whenever you drop the phone like this, the chances of cracking the inner display, the main display, is so low. It is much lower than something like a candy bar phone, because with the iPhone, for example, you got a 50-50 shot. You either drop it on the back or you drop it on the front, and that kind of increases your chances. So maybe that's kind of why my confidence level when using this phone without a case is so high. But not only that, the scratches, there are none. Like what? First of all, during my unboxing and first impressions video, I said I don't really like that the bezels or the borders around the phone are so damn shiny. But there are no scratches. It's so weird how it's a folding phone and yet I'm less careful about it than a normal non-folding phone. So what about the battery life? See, that's something that I also did not like about the Flip 3. I like the phone overall, but damn, man, the battery life was just bad. This phone, I've been using it for 2 weeks, so this phone obviously got used to how I use the phone, and it kind of adapted the battery to last me as long as possible for how I use the phone. And I'm getting about 6 hours of screen on time, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what I'm doing, depending on how often I'm using the camera, recording video, things like that. 6 hours plus or minus. So if we look at what the Flip 3 got me, which is around 3 to 3.5 hours, 6 hours doesn't seem all that bad. In fact, 6 hours doesn't seem bad at all, considering this is a folding phone. A very, very, very thin folding phone. So for it to be lasting 6 hours, in my opinion, is super, super impressive. And that is with 5G enabled, 120 hertz, all the bells and whistles on. It just straight up using the phone without having to worry about what you're doing on it. The battery life seems to last me all day, no problem. Camera performance of the Flip 4 has been amazing. I'm happy to say the phone didn't overheat, not even one time, when recording videos outside, even though it has been really hot. It really seems like the new Snapdragon chip in this phone is really helping out with that, with the phone staying cool, because even when I'm fast charging, super fast charging in the car, the phone does not get hot. which is so like weird to me. Even my iPhone gets hotter. My Pixel, forget about it. My Pixel, anytime I go out and take a photo, dude, it can be as cool as 80 Fahrenheit outside. Now, depending where you live, that might be hot. Fine. Here, it's considered cool. Okay. So even when I do that, the Pixel overheats within a minute. In fact, it overheated during my review of the video. You know, so to have a phone that you can go out and not worry, oh, if I start recording, is it gonna overheat? To have that kind of phone, in my opinion, is good. It's a really good thing. I also noticed the HDR algorithm on the Flip 4 and the Fold 4 has been dramatically improved over the S22 Ultra. I know this because I had the S22 Ultra until a few days ago because I had to send it in because this was the trade-in, or the S22 Ultra was the trade-in for this one. But even when I compared it, I definitely noticed HDR better, the algorithm, on the Flip 4 and the Fold 4, and other reviewers are as well are noticing that. And in fact, they're even posting their own comparisons. So yeah, you're not really getting the best, the latest camera hardware. But see, we live in a world where software practically means even more than just straight up hardware. Whatever Samsung is doing to the algorithm and the processing, the new Snapdragon chip, I mean, it's really working. It's working overtime. Now, since I'm a reviewer and I always switch to the latest and greatest phone whenever it comes out so I can give you guys a good and honest review, the iPhone 14 is a week away or something like that, and this is what I'll miss whenever I'll go from this to the iPhone. Flex mode. Look, whatever you think about flex mode, it's amazing. I thought it was a gimmick at first. I'm like, but that's kind of stupid. Boy, was I wrong. Guys, no BS. I put in probably, man, I want to say 30 hours of video calls during these 2 weeks that I've been using the phone. And you have no idea how good it is to be anywhere in the house or anywhere outside. And then if someone calls you, you just put it on a flat surface, open it up halfway, and there you go. You have yourself a tripod. You don't need to, like if you have a normal candy bar phone like this, you don't need to find anywhere to prop up the phone so it's still facing you and you can still see the person as you're video calling, so you don't have to hold the phone like this all the time, right? This is so good. It's so good, man. Even when I'm like watching YouTube videos as I'm drinking coffee in the kitchen in the morning, you know, I prop the phone open like this. I put it like, I don't know, like maybe this far away from me as I'm eating something. Yeah, that's about right. So I have it like this far away from me, and it's perfect enough to continue watching the video and just really enjoying it as like as this flex mode. You don't have to really prop the phone up to really enjoy content. That is so good. I'm gonna miss that 100%, dude. Apple, man, yeah, man, you need to do something, Apple, okay? So is the phone worth $1,000? In my opinion, a big fat yes. I mean 100%, okay? But not only that, carriers and even Samsung themselves are running insane promotions on it like every day, dude. There's some new promotion. You could probably get this phone for like $200-$300 if you fit all the criteria for what Samsung is running. And I'm going to leave a link down below for you guys that are interested. But I think, yeah, this phone is, like I said, it's the first folding phone that I feel like you don't have to be careful with. And you can kind of really just use it how you want to use it. Battery life is amazing. Charging speeds are really good, especially with if you get a fast charger, a super fast charger, goes up to 25 watts. That is really good, and it doesn't have any problems keeping that fast charge while you're doing something demanding like video calling. It doesn't even get hot when you video call and charge. Bro, what? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Am I fanboying over this right now? I don't know. Probably. Is that a bad thing? Probably. But I love it. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just happy Samsung is finally putting fun into their phones, or not even their phones, just a phone, you know? I'm just so happy we get phones that are nice and new and just fun and unique, because I'm so tired of normal phones, man. You know, it's just same thing every year. Different camera, design, maybe larger screen, smaller bezels, maybe Even the phone gets thicker, maybe it gets thinner. It's just so boring now, man, you know? This phone is so fun. I don't know. I really like it, man. Really like it. So what do you guys think about the Flip 4? Do you have it? If you do, how do you like it? If you don't, are you planning on getting it? Why or why not? I'm really curious what the general public thinks about the Flip 4. But considering that a lot of people from Apple are switching to the Flip 4, that says something. So that's it, guys. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. If you did enjoy today's video, definitely click that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. You know exactly what I'm about to say. And that's it. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.